The Roger the Wild Child Show is brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company. Are you looking for a cool new logo for your business? Do you need some graphics for your new website or blog? Our friends at Prism Design are a premier graphics design company that can handle all your needs. You can find Prism Design Company on Facebook or contact them directly at 618-534-4291. All the great graphics on the Roger the Wild Child Show are brought to you by our friends at Prism Design Company.
This is Tim Kelly from KICR Indie Country Radio. Along with my Vice President Don Swartz, we invite you to listen to Today's Country with Tim Kelly every Thursday and Friday night live at 7 p.m. Central Time from Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the world. We play new country's best by indie artists like Philip Sanders.
Come on over, let's start over a beer. Yeah, I've got a six-pack, you can just sit back, 'cause I wanna make a couple things clear.
Elise Harper. And Tom Yankton.
Thunder, I can't move on if I stay right where I am. I got to drive, I gotta drive.
You can listen to the show on our website, KICRIndieCountryRadio.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for Roger the Wild Child Show.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go!
Hey, y'all. It's time for Roger the Wild Child Show. Come on! Here we go again. It's another fun-filled edition of Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, and the Meat Mill Guy, plus weather with Frankie McDonald. Nashville music news with Elise Harper, and party time with Moonshine Shenanigans. Yeehaw! Let's do this.
Roger! It's Roger the Wild Child Show! Hey, it's Sunday night, and we're back from Easter break. It is Roger the Wild Child, along with a Big D, Darren Chef. Darren, hang on a second.
I got it. Don't worry. I took care of it. I took care of it.
All right, so I get you off.
That was kind of like, and anyway, it's all good. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for that. Hey, I love that new role there from the beginning with the new.
Oh yeah, with Lisa's song in there, and then we threw in Tom Yankton's song.
Yankton's in there, yeah.
And
I like the first guy with his beer tune, man. I mean, great, man. I loved it.
We got to change it up a little bit, you know.
Yep, there's Don. Look at Don's feeling. He's making that happen. Isn't he the guy right there, Don Swartz?
Yes, he is, Don.
DDA's in there. DDA.
Yep. DDA is in. Hello, DDA. Emma is checking in.
Hey, Charlene's in there too. Look at Charlene. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Charlene.
Hey, Emma.
Hey, Emma. How are you?
Hi, Charlene.
Charlene. All right, guys. Welcome to Roger the Wild Child Show. We got a great show tonight. We have singer-songwriter Ned LeDoux. He is the son of legendary country artist and rancher Chris LeDoux. So he will be here live with us here in a little bit. And we got a little country rock going on tonight with Sticktight Akins. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
So you guys are going to be great.
Yes.
They were fun just even in the green room warming up. How fun.
Yes, they were. You know.
Hi, Cindy to George.
Hey, Cindy is here. Let me pull her up.
Cynthia to George.
Cynthia George.
To Gorge.
The Gorge.
Cynthia to Gorge.
Yes. So hit up us on the chat. You know, let us know that you guys are here and chiming in, and go ahead and share the episode. We are now live on Facebook, so you can stream the live feed to all your friends and family and so forth. So,
hey, that's exactly right. And let me just clear something. I didn't mean like gorge. She gorges on pizza and things. I mean like gorgeous. I hope that came across right. The gorge. If somebody could take that the wrong way and go, she gorgeous. What he said? Did you hear what he said on there, Cindy? She gorgeous. I could just see it all getting screwed up. Anyway, that's not what it was. Anyway, just wanted to clear that up.
I do want to make a little announcement. I'm in, and I posted it on Facebook. However, I'm in production right now, pre-production on launching a second podcast. This will be really exciting, a lot of fun. I'm not going to release the details yet. It's still in the pre-stages. However, it's going to be real, and that's all I can say.
It's not fake then.
Like it's not fake. It's not fake news.
It's different. It's not fake like what we're doing now.
Right.
Just pretending that these guys really are country people and they're not. We've
Right.
had everybody fooled this whole time. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
they're not. Yeah, they're all actors. They're not the actual musicians and artists.
But they're good at, we've had them all fake. It's like, God, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have let that out. Anyway, go ahead. No, these guys.
Well, like
are
Elise
awesome.
Harper. She's not really Elise Harper. I mean, it's some girl named Lisa that plays her role. We just pretend that
Carpenter,
Elise. Yeah.
Lisa Carpenter.
The real Elise Harper's out there performing on the stage.
Yeah,
We're just not cool enough to have the actual real artists.
We'll admit it. We'll admit it. See, we're trying to just cleanse our soul, man, and so we don't get struck down and go to hell for lying.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Right.
No, it's all good. I'm not even Darren Chef, and this is not even Roger Gardner.
I'm not Roger at all. Okay.
And I'm not Darren at all. I'm just telling you.
Not
Far
at all.
from it. Darren Chef is way different than this guy I'm pretending to be.
Of
I'm
course.
just letting you know.
All right, let's roll with the show because we have a birthday boy in the house tonight.
Oh, yeah. That's not even true, but go ahead.
That's not true. That's all fake news. So.
Let's just pretend like it's his birthday and we'll get into it. Yeah, let's fake this one too.
It's time for moonshine shenanigans. Watch out!
Alrighty, guys, it's time for Moonshine Shenanigans, and she's flying solo today. What's going on here?
The rest of the shenanigans are in Alabama right now,
Okay,
having some family time.
gotcha.
And I'm hanging out here at the Miami Grill.
You're at the
about to have
Miami.
one of their-
Oh,
their
you're not in the
famous
Orlando
milkshakes.
Grill. You're at the Miami Grill.
I'm at the Miami Grill.
Oh, okay.
Like they pretend like that's like some palm tree up there, but that's really that Mary Jane stuff on the top. I know what that is. They're trying to be sneaky down there in Miami with that heron.
Miami.
Yeah, they're down there in that Miami trying to move that heron up there. Yeah, we ain't
I
talking
don't
about
know
the blue
the
heron.
heron, but I'm about to try one of these great milkshakes here.
Oh, they make good milkshakes at the.
They
Yeah,
make-
I bet you they do.
What flavor are you gonna go with?
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Is it just
That was-
basic chocolate, or is it like one of those like Rocky Mountain fudge flavored
Death
heavy
chocolate. Death
Yeah.
by chocolate.
death by
Yeah.
chocolate?
Anything chocolate.
That's so funny. They just throw the word death in there and they try and make it sound better. Like, yeah, but here's chocolate. Here's our milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and death by chocolate. It's
death
like,
by
I'll
chocolate.
take the death by chocolate.
Yes, because I want to be dead tonight.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's like, oh, well, we're not selling enough of the regular dark chocolate. This is called this something different. We'll put the word death in there. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, then that's gonna sell. It's gonna go off the shelves.
right. That's what you need.
What's
Anything that
your
we
favorite
manufacture.
chocolate?
What is my favorite chocolate?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I love it all. I love it all.
You love
we
it
actually
all?
we actually got to visit the Hershey factory several months back, and that was quite an
Oh,
experience. Yes.
And that's located in Pennsylvania?
Yes.
Hey, look
Hershey,
at you.
Pennsylvania.
Hey, you. Hey. You see what he's doing? He's using his kidneys. Hey, Y'all like, you know what's really weird is people are so funny about white chocolate, but white chocolate tastes so good, man. They get
It does
psyched
taste
out
good.
because they just go, "Oh, white chocolate." It's like we have a pecan pie, a pecan pie
Pecan.
that we
Yes.
sell at the feed mill.
I like
And
that too.
man, it's incredible, but it's got white chocolate mixed into it. You can't see it, so it's not like you're looking at this pecan pie with white little specks. It's just blended into it, but it adds a richness to the flavor of it. And if you don't know, you don't know. But
Oh
it's weird
wow.
and it tastes so
Where
good.
can I get this pecan pie?
It's a
at
feed mill.
the Nolensville
Where
feed mill.
I
My
know
store.
where's that located?
7280 Nolensville Road, Nolensville, Tennessee, 37135. Just Google
Okay.
just go.
Yep.
Google. Oh wow, we're on air. I probably shouldn't have done that shameless plug. But anyway, that's where you go.
That sounds great.
You get you one of them pecan pies. We got
Pecan pie is one of my favorites too.
You'd flip
So
out over
next
this one.
time you come to Nashville, you just come over to Darren's store and have a pecan pie.
Absolutely. Maybe we'll have to pass through there on the way. Next month, the end of
Yeah.
June. The end of
June.
June.
I'm trying to make a trip to Nashville.
Y'all
in
need to
June,
try the
so-
chess pie too. You got the chess and the fudge pie, which is out of this world. But
Oh my
the
goodness.
pecan, my
Pecan.
goodness, man, it's so damn good to make a rabbit slap a bear. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
To fight till the end for that damn thing. That's how good it is, man.
Hey, you know
Good
what? We have a
Lord.
birthday boy in the house today.
Mm.
Yes, we do.
Yes, he is 38 years old. So stick around,
38.
hang on the screen with us. Let's
We
go
got to
ahead
sing
and
to him.
all right. Yes, we do. Hang on. Here we go.
Frankie, the weatherman. Frankie, the weatherman. Who? Frankie. Who? Frankie.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie McDonald.
All right.
Hey, everyone.
Frankie.
I'm doing
Hey,
great so
Frankie.
far. I'm doing great so far.
Hey, Frankie, happy
They
birthday!
launched the store with Frankie shirts and hoodies. They launched Frankie shirts and Frankie coffee mugs and Frankie milk hats. It's called FrankieStore.ca. It's been launched on my birthday. I am now 38 years old.
Woohoo!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
I said we go to Nova Scotia Buzz. They said they launched Frankie shirts today on FrankieStore.ca.
lost it all?
FrankieStore.ca.
Yes.
So what
They
if we go
lost
there?
it.
We don't find it if we go there? What? I'm confused. They lost it, but we can go there anyway and there's nothing there to purchase? What are you saying?
Frankie Store is now launched just today.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
I got it. That
It's
took me a
called,
second.
what is it?
It
FrankieStore.ca.
was snowing outside in my area today, a little bit of snow. Now it's just drizzling in my area. And did you hear about that? And they're going to bring more severe weather somewhere in the central states this weekend. This week coming up, things going to work its way to the northeastern United States on Thursday, all across eastern North America, like Nova Scotia, Nebraska, Maine, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, and the Pacific Northwest, such as British Columbia, Seattle, and North. They're going to be lots of rain later on the week. And they're bringing a lot of thunderstorms and Amazon rainforest in Brazil, and Venezuela, and Colombia, Bolivia, Ecuador, those places. South Africa's bringing lots of rain showers and thunderstorms, but this is fall year there right now. Up in Norway, Finland, Sweden's driving average temperatures. As of right now, UK has been showers on and off too. All across Europe, there's a possible typhoon's going to get close to Japan sometime in May, possible. And they're bringing a lot of rain in the Philippines, still close to also tropical storms in the Philippines as well. Bringing a lot of rain in Bangkok, Thailand soon. And it's been lots of rain in southern China. And South Korea is still dry yet. It's going to become rainy season there as soon as South Korea. Up around Egypt is really, really dry as of right now. And in Sydney, Australia, it's been getting cooler right now. New Zealand's getting cooler. They had getting some rain showers in New Zealand. New Zealand's windiest city in New Zealand. In Argentina, a lot of stormy weather out of Argentina and southern Chile. They're bringing a lot of fall storms and stormy weather down in southern Chile right now.
Awesome. So
Woohoo.
what's the weather going to be like in Nashville?
Right now, Nashville's going to bring chance of thunderstorms early in the week. Then it's going to work its way into the northeastern United States. Then it's going to hit the Scotia with rain on Wednesday night and Thursday. I got them to say Gerard is my barber in Whitney Pier area at Borden's Barber Shop. Gerard is my barber. He cuts my hair.
He
Let's
cuts
see
your
it.
hair.
Let's see it. Pull that
Yeah,
cap
let's-
off. Let's see what he does. Wow.
Woo!
He
Killed
cut
it.
my hair last month.
Nice.
That's a nice
Gerard
lid.
is my barber. He cut my hair last month. I'll be seeing him again in June.
In
Isn't that
June.
great? Look at him, man. Good Lord. He's the dude. Look at how all the chicks are flipping right now.
Yeah, you're
You
the
got that
ladies' man now. I mean, you're 38 and you're ready
Yeah.
to celebrate.
38 and ready to date. Don't
Did
need
you
it.
give us some birthday
And
cake,
today,
Freaky?
as of right now, I had Chinese food, chicken balls, sugai. Sugai's like a
Chicken
breaded chicken
balls.
fillet. Deep fried. Chicken balls, sugai, rice,
Chicken
and egg
balls.
roll.
Good God.
No
The hell's
sauce, no
chicken
gravy.
balls?
I had Chinese food yesterday. I had Boston pizza in Sydney, Nova Scotia today.
What
Nice.
are
So no
chicken
cake?
balls? What are
No
chicken
birthday
balls?
cake?
I had Boston pizza. I had Dairy Queen ice cream cake today before I went to the hockey
Ooh.
game. Cape Breton Eagles played against Rimouski. Cape Breton 5 for Rimouski 6. Cape Breton tried their best. It was a close game.
Nice.
Beautiful,
well,
man. So he's
Hey,
now a
Roger,
sportscaster.
did you hear about that person from Cape Breton Island besides me? Is Jay. She's with the Cape Breton Originals.
No, I did not.
That's good, man. Now we're
She
informed.
records Cape Breton things like this.
Well, she's
Awesome.
got quite a group on her hands to critique here, that's for
Yes.
sure. But that's good.
That's
Today,
awesome.
Put her to
I
the
am
test.
38 years old today.
38, ready
And
to
I think we
donate
should
and
sing
skate.
you happy birthday. And I even brought
Yeah.
Elise and
Yeah.
kept baby Daisy on screen so that we could sing happy birthday to you. So I'm
gonna
going to have
count the
Elise.
tempo out. I'm gonna count the tempo out, okay?
Okay, and
One,
I'll have
two,
Elise get us
1, 2,
going.
3. Happy birthday,
birthday.
to you. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday, dear
to
Frankie.
you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
birthday
to
to
you.
you.
Wow,
Yay, cowbell.
way too much hair going over my vocal cords there. Wow.
Happy birthday.
Oh,
Way to
got
rock
it.
it, Frankie. 38.
Oh,
Party
Did you
on,
hear
way
about
Frankie.
that
too
this
much hair
July
over my
coming
vocal
up?
Party
cords.
on.
The Rib Fest is heading for Sydney, Nova Scotia in July. The Rib Fest is heading for Sydney, Nova Scotia.
The Rib Fest will be in Sydney, Nova Scotia in July.
Yes.
Perfect. I love ribs.
Mhm.
Ribs. What
Yeah.
are
Should we
those?
put the barbecue
What
sauce
are
on them?
ribs?
It's like a different types of barbecue sauce, like the silver bullet, Billy Bones,
You need to put the
31.
Biggins barbecue sauce on it.
Grabby, and the other
Yes.
place called Texas Rangers.
Nice. Need some Memphis barbecue sauce too.
That's
Ooh.
yep.
You get some female guy barbecue sauce too. I got some of that.
Oh, there you go.
Thanks,
yeah.
Anna.
I
And
say
if you're
bring
here
the
about that,
heat. Blank
That is
around and
Camp
find
31
out.
sells sausages, ribs, and chicken. Silver Bullet in Texas sells from Texas sells ribs and chicken. And same with the other place called and pulled pork. Same with Camp 31, Silver Bullet, Texas Rangers, Billy Bones, and Grabbies.
Wow.
Awesome.
He knows them all.
Woo!
You're a foodie critic too, man. You got it
Yes.
all, dude. You're not the weatherman. You're like a food critic too.
Right?
Incredible sports critic, food critic, just critic.
You're an all-around critic.
Yeah.
Those
I'm a
rivers of
critic.
different places in Canada, they travel to Sydney, Nova Scotia every year.
Awesome.
Right on, dude.
Well, Frankie, happy birthday.
Yeah, buddy.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
You.
Take us
Yeah.
off, Frankie.
Best of luck to you. I'm Frankie Down. You're listening to Roger the Wild Child Show.
First couple go left, first couple go right. Dixie style to an ocean wave. All eight circulate.
Y'all ready for some Nashville news? Skunk to the backyard. PU.
All right, it's time for some
Hey.
Nashville music news. Elise Harper is in the kitchen.
Woo, yeah. I'm dog sitting right now to
Are
earn
you?
money for my new project. So I'm at the dog sitter's house. So hopefully they don't mind me using their background.
Do you mind telling us her name and address? No, I'm just teasing you. I am
Yeah,
just
let's
kidding.
open up the fridge and the
Yeah.
freezer and see what they got back there.
Yeah, open that can.
Hey, they have some good snacks. I've already been in the fridge.
Oh my God, you're in trouble. She just gave it away. They're watching. They're like in freaking Nova Scotia or somewhere. They're going,
Right?
She knows we had that open can of, jerkin pickles in there. Anyway.
Oh, goodness. Oh, well, how are y'all doing today? Is everyone doing good? Did y'all have a good Easter?
Had a
Find
great
frog
Easter.
hair split 3 ways,
Of
Hey,
course.
sounds good.
So what's going
Well,
on with the news today?
Well, today in Nashville, we got a couple fun things and some spicy things. So if you are a big Dustin Lynch fan, then you can expect his tour coming. He's actually already out on the road, and the tour is called Party Mode. So you can definitely
Nice.
expect with the tour called Party Mode, there's going to be a lot of fun on that tour.
Yes.
Yeah, and Dustin Lynch is always great, and he always delivers. He did say in one of the articles that he's having so much fun, that they're kicking off the show with some big moments that he hopes will connect with the audience. He didn't want to give anything away in case you do want to come to the show, but definitely expect some big moments and a lot of fun party vibes at Dustin Lynch's tour this year. So I'm going to have to catch him. Hopefully he'll come to Nashville. I haven't looked up all the dates yet.
Perfect. Maybe he'll
then-
come to Boise. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to find out, because,
He
we
could.
do get some good concerts that do come to Boise. So,
Hey,
it'd
I
be
might
fun.
have to come to Boise.
Yes. Elise, we got to get you booked.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, cool. We'll work on it. My people will talk
Awesome.
to your people.
Perfect. I'm my people, so just talk to me.
All right, there we go.
And if I don't know if everybody caught the CMT Awards, but the talk of the show was Carrie Underwood's stunning performance where she was singing and she went up into the air, spinning, doing amazing acrobatic skills while belting out her new single, Ghost Story. She
Wow.
absolutely killed it. She looked beautiful and everybody couldn't stop talking about it. So awesome, Carrie.
Great.
Also, congratulations, Carrie. It has been announced that she is now the most decorated country artist in CMT history. So that means she has won the most CMT awards that to date for country music. So that's awesome. Congrats, Carrie.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's a
That is
huge
a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing. I'm pretty
Setting
sure
records.
Simon Cowell called that when he said yes to her on American Idol. He said that she was
Yes.
going to be one of the most decorated country stars of all time.
Wow.
So
Well, he's right, and she is.
Yep.
So
he nailed it.
That grumpy old man,
Pretty
he
much.
knows something.
Also, in some exciting news, Reba McEntire is going to be coming out with a new book, a new lifestyle book. Yeah, so I'm really excited about that. It looks like it's going to be coming out in fall of 2023. They have not released the book title yet, but they are playing with a couple names that they said they're excited about. And the book is going to feature each chapter is going to be based on a Reba McEntire song title.
That is
it'll be
cool.
Yeah, I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be one of the first in line to get it. So I can't wait.
That's a great idea.
I know. And it
I
has
should do my book.
yeah. If you have a book, I have a lot of great recipes, so you let me know.
Well, yeah, recipes are one thing, but titles of songs. So that's the chapter, right? Is the title of the song?
Yeah. I think
so mine
it
are all
says
really
that some of them,
uplifting titles. Like some of my titles, then some of my songs are like "I Hate You." So that would be like the first chapter, and then "Check the Locks from Outside. Tell Me If They Work" would be like my other song, which would be for the second chapter.
nice.
So I don't want to take up all your time, but anyway, go ahead.
Oh, no, those are great book title chapters.
Yeah, I just wanted to share a couple with you. I'm gonna let it out early, but go ahead.
I love it. Yeah, and the book is also going to feature hosting advice, travel tips, food and drink recipes, just a lot of fun things that fans could look forward to about her personal stories of the singer.
Sweet.
Also in exciting news, Walker Hayes is going to be doing his first headlining arena tour. So woohoo! That's so exciting. Congrats, Walker. He said that to him. I need to get a cowbell.
I know, right? I'll
You
send
don't
one
need
over
one,
to you.
Roger. Mini one.
Roger has one.
Yeah.
Just think
send
cowbell
it over.
earrings. How about cowbell earrings?
Yes.
Wouldn't those be
Oh my
great?
god. That would be
You
amazing.
just shake
Or
your head.
cowbell necklace.
Yeah.
That way when I walk, you
Yeah.
A cowbell nose ring. Ding-a-ling.
Oh my goodness. My
Belly
mom would
button
kill
ring.
me.
Oh yeah. Anybody would.
But super exciting for Walker Hayes. He's going to be hitting 15 different cities for his tour. It's going to start September 29th and it's going to end November 12th. So it's going to be a fall tour. So if you're a big Walker Hayes fan, make sure that you get those tickets before they sell out.
That's cool. Can I share a bit of news with you? Because I know it's really your news, Mama, but I have something that just I don't know if it's a rumor or not, but
Oh, sure.
what was the show? Was it the Grammys that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? Was that the
Oscars?
The Oscars. See?
Oscars.
Yeah. So I have heard, this could be a rumor, but I think it would be great if Mike Tyson hosted the next one, because people are like, go ahead and try that with that. Go up there and
That would be
slap that
amazing.
dude. Go up and try and slap him. I think
You know,
people
I
are
haven't
like,
heard any confirmation of that. I have seen some memes. So
oh, so that's probably where I saw it. Yeah, wouldn't that be
that
something?
might be, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Next,
I
who
dare
knows?
ya.
Next year, you never know. It might be
It could
Mike
be.
Tyson.
Yeah,
they're
if the
like,
memes
"Man,
go viral, which I think they have.
we don't even need a bodyguard for him, man. Just get up there, dude. Ain't nobody coming up
Yeah.
there after you.
He's solid. I did see that Mike Tyson like punched a dude on a plane or something because he was annoying him a couple times. I don't know if
Well,
y'all saw that.
It
Yeah,
wasn't just annoying him. Did you watch
Yeah.
like the whole deal?
Oh
Did you
no, was he heckling him?
Oh, dude, worse than that. I mean, he was like literally behind his seat for the longest time, just reaching over and talking so loud, just spit was coming out of his mouth. This guy had a rap sheet too, a mile long. The dude that
Yeah.
was behind him. It wasn't like the guy Tyson just lost his temper, because I was just watching it, man. It's like, and then you get people going, man, well, you know what? He still didn't have the right to do that. It's like, I think there should be that right. If there's a point where you just invade someone's space so much and you're this close to their face, spitting and screaming and yelling, it's like, you know what? I'm sorry. You're asking for it, man. That's not unprovoked.
He didn't even press any charges against Mike Tyson.
No,
you
the
know.
guy.
I bet he didn't, because he would have
The guy-
lost.
Yeah. Well, I think so too, because it's
Yeah.
for the video, these news stations they just show Mike Tyson wailing on the guy over the top of the seats. He's lucky
Yeah.
that seat was there, because Tyson was always that mid-body punch when the guy's
Yes.
going down. He'd catch him in the head and knock him out. That guy's so lucky that freaking seat was between them.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, I'm not sitting there advocating for violence, but it's like, man, if you were that bad, and that guy had a rap sheet for trafficking, he'd been arrested, he'd been out on parole. The guy doing all this crazy stuff, probably looking for his 1 minute of fame and hoping to make some money. But God. why do you
Hey, he's got a
provoke
great
people?
story now.
Guys, apparently.
He does.
Yes.
Mike Tyson kicked my ass. He looked pretty bad. So
Yeah,
I
he
saw the
did.
guy was taking pictures of him. The guy looked, after 1 minute,
I
he's
saw
like,
the
"Oh, laugh."
pictures.
Then he's like laughing. The next minute, he's like, "Oh."
Yeah. Oh, I bet. I
They don't
bet.
feel
I need to
good
rewatch
anymore,
the
does
video.
it?
No.
Yeah. And that wasn't
Not
even
at
Mike
all.
Tyson's best, man. He was behind a seat, man, coming over the top of it.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
Cindy, that guy was a pain in the ass on that plane. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
We got a couple other people that dropped in here. Tanya Kennedy. Michael, too.
Hey.
Sorry.
Well,
Anyway.
since we're being spicy,
Yeah.
so my spicy little bit of news is Dan and Shay and Justin Bieber are getting sued.
What?
So that's not fun. They're getting
Why?
sued for their mega hit collaboration, 10,000 Hours. The original songwriters are saying that they took a huge part of a song and made it into that song. So for rights, it's not looking too good. Just after reviewing reports, the report came out April 21st in the United States and California. It is said that the songwriters borrowed the verse, chorus, and hook from a song called First Time Baby back in 1973.
Oh.
According to the legal filings, music experts who examined the song said that they found 47, basically the same notes that were used in the original song in 10,000 Hours. So it's not
Wow.
I'll
looking
have to
too
be
great.
the judge of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hey, First Time, it's called First Time Baby is a Holiday by Asia Lucky. So if you want to look that up,
Compare
I
the
listened to
two
it.
songs.
I could hear it. But
You could.
there's only so many notes in a key and a chord. Things are going to get reused, and that does happen sometimes. So the original songwriters are saying that the mega hit wouldn't be the song it is without the original 1973 song. So I guess they're going to have to battle that out in court. So best of luck to everybody.
I wonder how that works.
That's not a fun situation.
Do they try and prove that somebody actually went looking that heard that intentionally and went, that's really good, I'm going to use it? Or is it like, because you're right. I mean, there's only so many notes in the scale.
Hooks and yeah.
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
hooks go on forever because, there's where the imagination comes in, but there's only a certain amount of chords, major and minor, before you start getting out. And even that, and then there's only a certain amount of notes in each one of those scales, right? So
yeah, exactly. And there's only so many
many
rhythms you can use too. So
But that's how cool music is, though. So it's all about the melody, isn't it? Because you're still going to use the same. What is it? 6 note? What is it? 8 notes or something? 6
just
notes.
depends. It could be 4, could be 6, 8, 12.
I'm talking in the scale, right? It's
Yeah.
typically
Oh, in
like-
the scale,
like-
yes, 8.
So 8 notes. So you'll have 8 notes to play with, and it's wild, man, that people just keep coming up with new stuff because that tells you how cool things are. But anyway, Richard Lee, look at that trio.
Richard Lee.
Richard, he's the greatest, man.
Thanks, Richard.
All in caps too.
Tyler Ash says hi.
Hi,
Hello,
everybody.
Tyler.
Tyler, what's happening? All right.
Chat room's still blowing up, guys.
Hey.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thank you guys so much for having me on. That's all the news I have.
I love it. I love your Easter nails. They're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're still
all
there.
Purple and sparkly.
Yeah.
They're still there.
Love them, man. Love them. Yeah. Purple.
All righty. Thank
all
you,
right. Well,
Elise.
you'll have
We'll
a
see you
wonderful
next
night.
week.
Next week.
Yeah,
Bye.
so how do you mom
Bye-bye. Oh, good old Elise.
Man, she always has such good news. It's like
She does.
even if
Or
it's
bad news. I mean,
but she presents bad news. She presents bad news good. I mean,
yes, she does.
I'd be like, yeah, Justin Bieber, She's like, yeah, Justin Bieber, they're getting sued. She looks so happy about it.
Yeah, I know. We're like all excited about it. Yay!
That's a good delivery, though. That's somebody who can deliver that professionally in the right way.
Yes, she does a
You'd
great
be
job.
like, yeah, that idiot, he ripped that hook off. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I mean, we had 1,000 applicants and she won, so she's our Nashville music.
Well, there you go. I mean, she didn't win the lottery, man. She had the goods.
I know. Speaking of the lottery, did you hear about the Powerball? It's up to, I think, 421 million now?
I had no idea. I've only heard about chicken balls tonight.
Oh, okay.
Powerball.
Powerball.
But,
Powerball's up to, I think.
What was he talking about? Chicken balls. What are chicken balls? Talking about Frankie, man. He's like, yeah, it's my birthday. I went out to Chinese food. I had chicken balls. I'm like, chicken balls. I've never even heard of chicken balls.
Right.
Not even on chickens. What the hell? I'm serious. Have you ever
Sticktight's
had,
like rolling laughing in the green room right now.
have you ever had chicken balls? Honestly, like in a Chinese restaurant. Never even seen it on the menu. Yeah, egg foo young chicken balls. And by the way, we have the spicy rice here. But chicken balls are on the appetizers. Like, good God.
God.
It's true. I mean, dude, have you ever heard of chicken balls in a Chinese restaurant? Seriously.
Me? I hadn't really eaten much Chinese stuff. So I don't know.
I've eaten a lot. And that
the Rocky Mountain oysters. That's the only one.
Oh, you've tried those, have you?
Oh.
Yeah. See, now that I haven't tried. Yeah. No, well, that's good. You know what? Hey, he's actually tried them. How were they?
Oh, they're great.
Really? Deep fried, battered, doesn't matter.
Yeah, deep fried. Pretty good.
Yeah, certainly wouldn't want one of those things boiled. That's for damn sure. Anyway, pleased to have you on here, buddy. Good Lord.
Well, shoot. Thanks for having me.
What an intro.
Old garage. Yep.
What an intro, huh? Chicken balls.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
That's okay. Making me hungry now.
I know, right? He's going to be running out for some chicken balls.
It's making me something, too. I ain't hungry.
Ned LeDoux, welcome to the show, my brother.
Well, thanks for having me, fellas.
Thank you. So, it's you have a great music history. You are the son of the legendary Chris LeDoux, amazing artist, rancher, just all around wholesome, good guy. And when you started younger, you had your own band in junior high, and then you were a drummer for your father's band. Is that correct?
Yeah. I joined up with him, and I guess my first show was September of '98, and I played with him, for the rest of his life. Our last show
Right.
was in October of 2004 in Kansas City. But yeah, I've been playing drums for well over 30 years or more. You know, but then I started getting into this singing, songwriting thing maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and yeah, it's been fun.
What made the switch?
Well, do you want the long story or the short story?
Well, you know, this is an hour and a half show, so
Okay.
What's the long and short?
I'll try to kind of cut it down a little bit. But when my dad passed away, I joined up with a different band. It was Dustin Evans and the Good Times Band, and they're based out of South Dakota.
How old were you, buddy, at the time? Don't mean to interrupt you, but how old were you?
27.
And
26.
how old was your dad at that point?
He passed away at 56.
Okay, so you're 27. Forgive me, I'm just trying to get a timeline on both of you guys here. Okay, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it was something like that, you know. But,
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew these guys from South Dakota for quite a few years. They'd opened up for Dad a bunch, and anyway, Dustin asked me if I'd like to come out and play drums for him. You know, even when Dad was around, he's like, well, if your dad ever decides to, you know, not play as many shows, or maybe he decides to retire, you know, you got a place in this band. And so anyway, a couple of weeks after Dad passed away, he asked me to join. I said, well, when's the next gig? Because I need to get out and play some music.
Right.
You know? Yeah. And so I was on the road with him for a few weeks, and you know, we'd hang out in the hotel room after the show or the gigs, and he'd have his acoustic guitar, and we'd have some friends gathered around this cheap motel, and he'd just be playing some just different songs. And he got up to go get a drink or something. Said, here, Ned, why don't you play one of your dad's songs? I said, well, man, I don't know. I sing. What are you talking about? Singing. But it kind of sparked an interest in me. You know, I just seeing Dustin sitting there singing, maybe I could learn a few songs, you know, to kind of join in on the party, you know, whether I'm sitting around a cheap motel room or a campfire. And I found something kind of romantic about it, just to be able to sit on your front porch and just sing to the birds, you know, and that's basically how it started.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great, man. Whew. As a musician, man.
I would have never thought they would have got to this point, though.
Yeah.
But you started playing drums at what age?
I got my first drum kit when I was maybe 6 or 7.
See, that was your thing, man. See, and I'm a drummer too, man. You know, it's my first instrument. As a matter of fact, me and my brother Jason were sitting there miking up my drums in my studio tonight. I haven't really played them in 20 years, but I'm ready to jump back on them. Here's the thing. When you grow up playing drums, like I play everything else too. Keyboards, guitar, you know, it doesn't matter what it is. When you're a drummer, man, that groove, even if you pick up a guitar and you're playing one string, you have a natural groove in you because it's all rhythm. It's you hear Dave Grohl of the Foo Fighters talk about that all the time. Like I look at my guitar as if it's my drums, man. The high strings are my cymbals and these are my bass drums, these low strings. And he really has, like, you know, he doesn't think about it like as he's doing it, but everything's rhythmic for him, being a drummer and, you know, and then being a singer and guitar player. So everything he plays it stems off that natural roots of being a drummer. So when you're saying that, and then you're going, I picked up a guitar and this, it doesn't surprise me, man. Most drummers can pick up on a lot of other things just rhythmically in simplicity and groove, because that's what it's all about anyway, is groove, even if it's simple. And there's a key to it.
I think, drumming for all those years definitely helped, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm a self-taught guitar player, and I'll play chords that I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
I know that sounds maybe a little bit ignorant, you know. And if somebody said, well, that's an E minor, it's like, come over here and put my fingers on the strings where that's at. Because I don't know. That's just, I'm sorry.
And that's how you figured it out, you know.
I was the same way.
It sounds like a chord. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like something, you know, but that's just
sounded good, man.
Yeah.
It sounded good. And that's what's important, right?
Yeah.
Like I remember in the 80s, and, you know, I was, you know, writing a lot in Los Angeles, and I had publishing deals, and I was the same way, man. I didn't know what chords I was playing, even on the keyboard, man. And I had publishing deals, and I would write songs, and I'd put my hands down on instruments. And I remember, like, there was always a handful of guys that were like the real, you know, school musicians, like, well, you know, technically you're not supposed to play that note within the harmonic scale of the, you know, Mixolydian. I'm going, does it sound freaking good, dude? And he's like, well, yeah, it sounds incredible. I'm like, yeah, that's what's important, man. And next thing you know, it's like, who cares about the schooling? Now, if it sounds horrible, it sounds horrible, but you know not to put your fingers there anymore, right?
Yeah. Yeah. You don't really need to really learn all the fancy chords, you know.
No,
Just
no.
the old saying, you know, 3 chords and the truth or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
right. Well, that's it, man. Most big hits are written around 3 chords and the truth, right?
Speaking of hits, you have an album out, Buckskin.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's my 3rd album. Came out March 11th. And yeah, I'm proud of this one, man. You know, I wrote most of the stuff during, you know, the early stages of the pandemic and where we weren't doing any touring. And I was here in my garage. This is where I spent most of my time.
Your office.
Yeah, this is I love this place, you know, but yeah, the Buckskin, like I said, I wrote most of the stuff during the pandemic, and I co-wrote a few of these songs with some really good friends of mine. Willie Braun from Reckless Kelly. I wrote one with my big brother Clay, which was really cool. And I wrote a couple with my guitar player / road manager, Mark Sissel. Yeah, it was just a lot of fun to put together. And it's not really like a collaboration or anything. You know, every song kind of has its own personality to it. But yeah, pretty happy to have a 3rd album out.
And who's Mark Sissel?
Mark Sissel, he's my guitar player and road manager. And he started off with my dad in '89. You know, he's been riding for the brand ever since.
I like his name, and his name without even knowing anything about him.
Right.
Don't watch out. Here comes Mark Sissel. He'll kick your ass, man.
Yeah.
Mark Sissel, man.
You might.
Mess around with Mark Sissel.
He's a great guitar player and just a great, you know, right-hand man. You know, he's been in the business. He's been working for TKO Artist Management now for like, I think 25 years.
That's great, man.
Oh, wow.
Which is my management as well. So yeah. I mean, he's been there and done that many, many times.
Right, man. That's cool to have those seasoned guys around. You can feel it, man. It's like air conditioning, right? Just turn it on and it freaking works, man. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your sound of music. I mean, your dad had a unique, I mean, with his tenor, with his low voice and, you know, that power that he had. But his music was just different. It was like, you know, more ranch style, traditional country style. But obviously, I mean, yes, you know, you're his son, but are you following some of his music, or are you kind of like giving it your own twist to it? Or are you doing is your sound completely different?
He's a good listener. Look at he's in deep thought. He's thinking.
He is.
They got to give him a chance here to think this question out. Look at him. You can just see just looking down, like going, man. He's in deep thought. There you go.
Okay, there he is. You froze up for a second.
Is that me or you? I don't know.
Okay, yes. Okay, so did you hear the question that I was asking? Because your dad,
no.
Cindy to George had it right. Your dad was more of a rodeo rock. Are you following that line, or are you kind of making it your own?
Well, the thing about it, I don't know how to really explain this, but you know, I learned from the best, and that's my dad. You know, I mean, I got to play drums for him for almost 7 years, and just to watch the guy out there, the way he entertained, and even with the songs that, you know, he wrote. I mean, I know he wrote a lot of songs. Once he got a record deal, he kind of put the songwriting aside because there was all these different songwriters pitching him stuff, and he was really particular on what songs that he picked out. You know, it had to fit what he did. You know, it almost was like, okay, I know this other guy wrote the song, but I need to make it sound like that I wrote it. You know, it had to fit what he did. But you know, I grew up on a ranch in Wyoming, and I mean, I don't do much of that anymore because I'm living my dream.
Right.
I've been wanting to play music my whole life, and very thankful to be able to put food on the table and a roof over my family's head because of this music.
That's great, man.
But I always reflect back to all those years of working on the ranch, you know, being with my granddad and my brothers and my sister. And of course, songs are going to come from that experience. And also from all my years of being on the road and hanging out with the guys and meeting other people out there. And so it might relate very well with what dad did.
Right.
And I'm totally fine with that. Cause I don't know how many kids can say my dad was my hero.
Yes.
That stands true with me, and I'm very proud to carry on the the family tradition. You know, my
That's
mom
right.
and dad are the best parents any kid could ever want. You know, so
beautiful, man. That's
just
great.
proud to carry it on. You know,
You won
You
the
have your
lottery,
guitar
buddy.
with you?
huh?
You have your guitar with you?
I do.
All right. Do you mind playing a song for us?
Sure. This is one off the. I was gonna do another one, but I'm gonna play this one because we haven't played this one live. And this is a little story about. It was a year ago, Valentine's Day, and we played in San Antonio for the stock show and rodeo. And that was when that big old snow and ice storm came blowing through Texas and all the way up through the Midwest.
Mm-hmm.
And we were only supposed to be there for a couple of days, but we ended up having to stick around for almost a week because flights were not coming in and going out. No rental cars available. Everything, the power went out. So the song kind of tells the story. It's called Cards in San Antonio.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Ned LeDoux on the Roger the Wild Child Show.
In a hotel with no power, no water and no heat, we played poker by Jesus' candlelight. Well, they said it was rolling blackout, but nothing rolled our way. I guess that we'll just ride it out tonight. Well, we played the rodeo in town, and we were flying out today. But Mother Nature, she had other plans. Well, sometimes the only choice you have is no choice at all. So go ahead and deal another hand. Well, home can seem so far when there's no way to get there. Time refuses to move on. Now we should have been in Denver getting ready for a show, but we're stuck here playing cards in San Antonio. Well, one night turned to 4 and then 5, and I brought clothes for 2. Well, I must admit that it's all getting us down. Living on Jimmy Dean biscuits and getting beer from a joint next door. Placing bets when we're getting out of this town. Well, home can seem so far when there's no way to get there. Time refuses to move on. Well, we should have been in Denver getting ready for a show, but we're stuck here playing cards in San Antonio. Now we could see the lights on the Alamo Dome and downtown too, and I'm sitting here booking these backup flights in this cold dark room. Well, home can seem so far when there's no way to get there. Time refuses to move on. And I counted all my blessings when our plane took to the sky, and we left those cards face down in San Antonio. Yeah, we left those cards face down in San Antonio.
Woohoo! Yeah! Yeehaw!
Get out of here, man. Get the heck out of here.
True story.
Forget about it. Not for nothing. Oh, no. No, honestly. Hey, listen. Seriously. Dude, just that style of picking and rhythmic thing, you know, you don't hear a lot of that anymore. You know, it's just that's that flavor of the past.
It's nothing fancy, you know. It's just what
dude,
taught myself.
No, but the style of that style is kind of, you know, that's what used to make good what they called country western music. You don't hear western
rodeo
music.
rock,
rodeo
country.
It's part of that, man. It's part of that, but that rhythmic kind of thing and that style, man. The storytelling obviously is something else. Everybody tells a story, and that's a great one. Did you write that who'd you write that with?
That was me and Mark Sissel.
Yeah,
okay.
That was our experience in San Antonio, being stuck there, you know, living on Jimmy Dean biscuits and getting beer from a joint next door and being stuck in this hotel. And, you know, we'd book flights, like 4 flights a day, only to have them canceled, you know.
I understand, but you could have told your lyric just like you said it there, but it's the way you crafted it and the way you put it together. I mean, That's a wordsmith, man. That's good songwriting, man. That's what makes that great. You didn't sing it the way you just told it. You sang it the way you sang it, and there's a reason that you put it together that way. That's brilliant, man. That's good songwriting, dude. And it's good playing and good singing.
Well,
Melanie on YouTube said, "Do you take the mechanical bull on tour like your dad did?" Sounds great.
No, that was Dad's deal. Here's a little fact for you. My dad is the only world champion rodeo guy who had a record deal and was as successful as he was. There's not I know Cody Johnson, he's killing it. I mean, I love that guy. I'm good friends with him, Aaron Watson, all of us, cowboy singers. But my dad, he was the only one who ever won the world and had a record deal and all that stuff. But as far as the bucking machine, it's in a good place. It's at the Shine Frontier Days museum. So
that's awesome.
We just let the music do the talking.
Exactly. That's all you can do, and that's what everybody wants to hear. They want to hear the music because you speak through the music and you tell your story through the music. And that's what makes a great musician. And that song that you just sang right there. I mean, that told your story that, in that
just a little piece of it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's great though. Oh, sorry, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. I was going to say, I mean, you're locked up in a hotel room in a storm. And I mean, listen, it's not like something everybody can relate to. That's what's so killer about that but it's incredible to hear. And you feel like you're there, even though you didn't experience. There's songs that you hear every day that they go, I can relate to that. I can experience it. I've been in there. But not everybody's been caught up in a hotel room next to a beer joint, while you're trying to get to Denver. Okay. Yeah. And, but that's what was so great about that, man. It's like, it was compelling. I mean, you wanted to listen to it. It was like wow, man, listen to this bedtime story. This is fun, man. This is good, man. And you delivered it, dude. It's not about the dog and we've all lost our dog. It's not about Mima and Papa and, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, those are serious things, but to be able to tell a story that most people haven't lived and people go, that's fucking great. Excuse my language. That was cool, dude.
Yeah.
That was cool. Forgive me for throwing that F-bomb out there, but it got me fired up, man. And forgive me, Jesus.
I will tell you this. I'm giving you 5 cowbells.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cindy DeGeorge on Facebook wants to know, do you collaborate with Garth Brooks?
As far as songwriting and stuff, no, we never have, but we've had the great privilege to open up shows for him. We opened up in Nashville about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, again in Indianapolis like 3 years ago. And then this last summer, we opened up the show in Shine Frontier Days for the 125th annual Shine Frontier Days. And I was invited to go out on stage and sing What You Gonna Do with the Cowboy with them. And
nice.
It was, he's such he's got such a good soul.
He does.
I've never met really too many people like him. He's so down to earth, which you might not expect, being who he is, but man, he is.
Well, we've had his daughter Allie on our show, and
I met Allie.
She's a sweetheart herself, and she's completely different than her own dad, and her music style is completely different from her dad. But you could tell the humbleness that he's raised his children, and and so forth. And obviously, Chris was one of his best friends, and your dad and we could see right here that Chris followed the same traits as raising a great son like yourself. So,
well, appreciate that. Yeah, Garth, he's a good guy, and we try to show him, and he's done so much for the LeDoux family, and we try to show him just as much love and respect back. So, can't wait to see him again.
Absolutely. Hey, just out of curiosity, are you able to sing one of your dad's songs?
Sure. Boy, let's go through the Rolodex of stuff. Well, I'm sure, when it comes to like a signature song of Dad's, I would imagine most people would probably say this Cowboy's Hat.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're right. Dad didn't write the song, which is okay. He made it his own. That's for sure. Right. The one song I always kind of considered his signature song is one that he wrote, and it's a song about well, kind of where I'm at right now. I'm in Northeast Kansas, come from Wyoming. It's called Western Skies. You remember this one?
Yes.
Okay, so let's get going. Western Skies. My Nashville friends that think I'm strange to make my home out on the range. Think it's nothing but a God-forsaken land. Why don't you bring your guitar and family, move on down to Tennessee? Well, I just smile because they don't understand. Because if they ever seen a sunrise on a mountain morning, and watch those cotton candy clouds go by, and they know why I live beneath these western skies. We got peace of mind, elbow room. I love the smell of the sage in bloom. Catch a rainbow on my fishing line. We got county fairs and rodeos and a better place for our kids to grow. Just turn them loose in the western summertime. And if you ever held your woman on a summer's evening while the prairie moon was blazing in her eyes, and you know why I live beneath these western skies. You ain't living till you watch those northern lights. Sit around the campfire and hear those coyotes call at night. Makes you feel alright. Yeehaw. So I guess I'll stay right where I'm at. I'll wear my boots and my cowboy hat, and I'll come and see you once in a while. I'll bring my guitar and sing dad's songs. Sorry if I don't stay too long. I love Tennessee, but you know it just ain't my style. I gotta be where I can see those bighorn mountains, ride my horse and watch an eagle fly. I gotta live my life and write my songs beneath those western skies. And when I die, well, you can bury me beneath these western skies. Yippee-yi.
Woo! Wow.
I gotta get up. I gotta get up north, man. I've been almost to every state in the entire country except for those little places up there, Kansas, Wyoming, even up north of that, man, Montana. I gotta get to these places, man, because I've been on each coast, and to hear just that story makes me want to go there,
Just get on this side of the Mississippi, man. There's a big old country.
I'm up in Idaho, dude. I'm not far from Montana and Wyoming and so forth. So yeah, you need to come over to my neck of the woods now, Darren.
No, thank you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, I want to see all that stuff. As you say, Boise. I'm in Boise, Idaho. I'm Boise.
So I know you're going to be in Boise on June 23rd. Boise. So I'm going to try to make that show. I want to come and see you in person there.
Yeah, the knitting factory. Yeah.
Yes, at the knitting factory over here.
Are you going to knit mittens? You two?
We're going to do some knitting.
Do some little mittens or something. Sounds good, man. I can't wait to see them. Pastel
it's
colors.
A fun little venue. I mean, they've had everybody. They even had Marilyn Manson at the knitting factory. They have a lot of different kinds of music.
Again.
Hmm?
Oh, he said we lost us again. You there, buddy? Yeah,
are you there?
He'll be back in a second.
So yeah,
he's under those beautiful western skies.
Western skies.
There
you are. So yeah, so knitting factory is a fun venue. You'll have fun over there. So
are we okay?
Yeah, we are. Are you there?
All right. I'm sorry. I live out in the woods, so it's amazing this even works as good as it does.
It's been great, dude. We had 10 times worse, trust me, where people had to come back on the show. Well, anyway, dude, that was awesome. Your music's killer, dude. Every time I'm just like blown away and shocked, man, just to hear, some other great musicians and stories. And you're one of them, man.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on. And yeah, for anybody that's looking for the new album, you can go to nedledoux.com and it's available there. And along with a bunch of other stuff, you can check out the tour dates and all that stuff. So yeah, we're fixing to get really busy.
I bet you are.
Yeah, the middle of June till who knows when we'll be kicking some butt.
Excuse me, man. You're looking allergies are killing me.
I'm seriously looking good in that cowboy hat.
Yeah. Well, I was born this way.
Yeah. Exactly.
Born in a cowboy hat, man. There you go. There's your next single, bro. Yeah. Born in a cowboy hat.
Anyway, all right, Ned LeDoux, thank you so much for taking time and joining us. And
thank you, sir.
Honored to have you on our show.
All right. Well, thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you.
Take it easy. Roger, I'm going to close this down. I'll be right back. I got to go get some water. My allergies are killing me right now.
All right. No problem.
Yeah, all right. I'll be right back, dude. I'm going to let you carry it for a minute. I got to get some water.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring on our next guest. He is a country rocker. Please welcome Mr. Sticktight Akins.
What is up, Mr. Roger? Thanks for having me, sir.
It's such an honor to have you on the show. I mean, you're just such an all-around great musician. Your style of music is just very, it's fun. It's upbeat. I mean, obviously, it's who you are, right?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Pretty much. Yeah. Just like y'all been talking about, like you talk with Ned, what comes out is what you see is what you get, So,
yes.
Yes, sir.
So what made you start your music career?
I've always been infatuated with music. So from the time I could start walking, a hypergenic kid running around the house doing whatever. But when somebody come on TV playing music or singing, playing an instrument, guitar, drums, whatever, I'd stop in my tracks and just watch them. I thought it was, the coolest thing ever. And my granddad got me a little, a cheap Mark II Walmart special guitar, and I would try to play that and figure out, what the people were doing on TV. And it just spawned from there. And I got serious about it at 9 years old and took off, hit the ground running from there.
Awesome. So yeah, Cindy and Cindy DeGeorge has said hi. Don Swartz
Don,
says, how are you, brother?
How's it going, man? Hey, I gotta give a quick shout out, y'all. Don, he was the connection here and got me here. So Don, appreciate you.
He's a good dude, man. He's a good friend of mine.
And awesome. He's our artist booking director. So
great.
Excuse me for that, man. I am so sorry that I ducked out, but it's so weird. My allergies are just so insane. I've never had allergies this bad.
You're fired, Darren. I'm looking for a new co-host now. Sorry, we can't do that.
My nose is running. I had to get some. I ran out of liquid. My throat was going crazy anyway. So forgive me, everybody. But here I am.
That's
rock me like a hurricane.
Where you live at? Where are you from?
I grew up in San Diego as a kid. I'm in Nashville. I've been living out here for almost 20 years.
Okay.
And I've never had really horrible allergies out here. I hear a lot of people have them, but for some reason, this day, this day, it's been just insane. My eyes, and I don't normally have horrible allergies. And
I feel you.
But anyway,
up here in Kentucky, same thing. And feel your pain, but you helped me out a minute ago when y'all started about chicken balls that busted my.
Hey, where in Kentucky are you actually? What city are you close by?
So I live in a little small town called Willisburg. The county seat is Springfield. I'm just north of Lebanon. So I am the Bluegrass Parkway. One end is Elizabethtown, and is Lexington. I'm right dead in the center.
Dude, you couldn't be in the most beautiful place on the planet, dude. Seriously.
I love it. Rolling hills, man. You can't.
Man. Yeah, Don, you know, all those little places up in Kentucky. He's a Kentucky boy, but Don Swartz. But, you know, I just rode through there, through the middle of that state with my wife last year.
Mm-hmm.
And coming out of Ohio up at the top and then kind of coming across, you know, ways instead of coming straight down, just coming across like through Lexington and coming back down towards, you know, the middle of the state. It's gorgeous, man. I can see this history is incredible and the architecture and just it's just beautiful, man. The small little towns and the town squares and God, it's just beautiful.
It's amazing just about anywhere, you know, and a lot of those old towns, the structure of them, there's so much familiarity. You know, you go to town and you could drive 80 miles away and go to another little town like, hey, this reminds me of such and such. You know,
yeah, man.
Yeah,
it really is.
Incredible. Did you grow up in that area then?
I did. Yes, sir. I sure did. Born and raised.
Wow.
I lived several years in Southern Illinois down by Carbondale. And so I'm right outside of Paducah, Kentucky. So
yeah. All right.
Yeah, so I know Kentucky.
A few years ago, you know, I used to ride motorcycles and I broke down in Metropolis.
Yeah.
The home of Superman.
Yeah.
And yeah,
they got a big Superman statue in front of their city hall there. Yeah.
Right above Cairo, Illinois and Mound City, man. I know they're right below there. Yeah.
Yeah. You just got a tri-state area. You know, it's very small. You got Illinois, Missouri, and Kentucky all right there.
You're right. Yeah.
Cool.
And you got home with the Throat Roll right across the river.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
I'm in Missouri.
Lambert's, yeah. Home of the Throat Roll. It's right across the river. You got that over there.
I used to work in the casinos right there in Metropolis.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Cool.
Before Harris took it over.
He was a dancer with one of those headdresses and all that stuff. With the
Darren,
he did. That was his gig.
Detail.
Well, they want to know. I mean, come on, dude. Everybody's here to be honest about their lives and their careers. It's okay.
Hey, I will say, Roger, I appreciate you. I learned something. I learned how to say Boise. I think that's right.
Nope. You still got it wrong.
Boise.
Yeah,
no zzz.
See what he's saying there? It's like a weird, it's a tricky thing. And if you think hard about it, it's like boys see.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. He's weird that way. Boise.
Yeah. No Z sound. Everybody calls it Z. And when I first moved here, that's what I did was I said Boise, and they're like, "Oh, you're not local." I'm like, so now I have to say Boise.
So it's 8 o'clock in Boise, Idaho. So
yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's the same thing here. It's like you got this little area called Lafayette, and they go, "No, it's Lafayette." You know, they don't call it Lafayette here. It's Lafayette.
Yeah.
You know? And my friend just moved to a place called Burnett, but they pronounce it's in Texas, but they pronounce it Burnett. You know what I'm saying? Burnett. Yeah. I'm like, where do y'all live now? He's like, Burnett. I'm like, I go, where's that? How do you spell that? It's like Burnett, but it's like, it's the local folks, man. Yeah. Same here in Nashville, you know?
You gotta love them.
Sticktight, where did you get your name? I mean,
yeah.
I mean,
the name from? The name Sticktight, so that was given to me by a country singer, John Michael Montgomery, when I was 2 years old.
Nice.
My dad was a turkey taxidermist and a game warden for 25 years, and that's how he and John met. And John had a Springfield. We were visiting. I was doing what a country kid does. I was out playing around in the woods. I out covered in stick tights, and to educate people who don't know what that are, here in Kentucky or anywhere in South Central United States, you walk out in the woods and you get those little patches that stick to you, not the birds, but the patches. Those are stick tight. I ached head to toe in them. My mother had a chore getting them off, and John thought it was the funniest thing ever. Said, "Boy, stick tight." So stick tight.
That's great.
It stuck with you.
But I see your name on here. It says Stick Night, so I'm cool.
Oh, wait a second here. I have to go fire him.
He's a weirdo.
Yeah, let me go ahead and fire the.
He's into those stick nights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta fire our tech guy. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Stick night.
It's all good. Yeah.
I thought it was nightstick. I get it.
Nightstick.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all good, dude. So stick
Bob Six, Silver Bullet Band, Sticktight, and the Nightsticks. So there you go.
There you go.
That's
So
great,
who are your
man.
influencers? Because you're a country rocker, so it's got to
Alright.
be, you'll have country influences, but I'm sure some rockers are going to come to mind.
Heavily, Leonard Skinner's probably my all-time favorite Southern rock or rock and roll band. They really are. Them. There is so many. There's Skinner. There's a lot. Yeah, Charlie Daniels, Molly Hatchet, Blackfoot, all those guys. It's been Stevie Ray Vaughan too, to throw some blues in there. So country wise, Waylon Jennings, all-time hero. I love Waylon, and you mash all those together, and I guess you get my own sound, I guess.
Yeah, my influencer was Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera.
That's where the headdresses and the casino
you've
stuff
got it all
comes from.
figured out now, Darren.
Yeah, that's
right.
It all makes sense now. It's all coming together here. Yeah. Hey, well, one day we'll have Roger wear those outfits for us and perform. That's why they call him the Wild Child. There is a reason.
Perfect.
So, are you doing any touring right now?
Yes, I have several shows booked here within the state. Before COVID happened, I say this out of humbleness, I was fortunate and blessed to go out west and perform in Arizona and California and Nevada, and I also got to perform in Tennessee and Michigan and Mississippi. And now, since COVID happened, I've been staying here in the state, but I'm really wanting to get out again.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm staying busy and steady here at home and ready to venture out again.
Nice, man.
Now, you are nominated right now for the 2022 ISSA Awards, earning Sticktight Akins.
Yes, sir.
And so the voting ends April 30th?
April 30th, yes, sir.
Okay.
So where do they go to vote for you, dude? Where do they go?
All right, so you can go to their Facebook page or the ISSA website. ISSA stands for International Singer-Songwriters Association. You could follow me on Facebook. Just look up Sticktight, and I have a pinned post. It's the very first post you come to. You can click that link. I'm under the categories USA Rising or USA Male Rising Artist of the Year and US Music Video of the Year. There you go. He's got the link right there. Yeah.
Right there. ISSAsongwriters.com. And make sure you guys put your vote in for Sticktight.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate it.
No, of course. Hey, got to give a brother a plug every once in a while, right?
You're the man, Brad.
Well, he's going to play us something. So, I mean, people are going to want to go over there right afterwards and go, hey, got to hook the brother up, man. What you got? You got your guitar with you?
I do. Yes, sir.
Let's see what you got.
You got your guitar.
I got the guitar.
You got your cutaway.
And this is a compliment. Has anybody ever told you look like Brent Mason?
Yeah, they haven't.
No. Really?
I got to check it out.
Yeah.
Who looks like Brent Mason? Me or Roger? Me?
Forgive me. I'm not. I see the feed mill guys.
Yeah.
Is that what you?
I own a feed mill. Believe it or not. I own
really?
a real feed mill, man, down in Nashville.
In Nolensville.
That is
outside of Nashville.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes,
look at these guys, man. A feed mill. Yeah. How many people do you know that owns a feed mill? Well, I'm one of them. That's why they call me the feed mill guy. Got some hot sauce coming out pretty soon too. It says the feed mill guy says, "Bring the heat." Yeah, it's gonna be like some scorpion, burn you to death kind of stuff. Blank around and find out is what it's going to say on there underneath my face going. Anyway, this is your show, buddy. What you got going on there with your music?
Appreciate y'all. So I got a new record that came out back in October, and we singled a few songs leading up to it, and we're working on making a couple more music videos. So this one was the last music video I done. It's a song called It Doesn't Bother Me Anymore. Give a little backstory. I was a little pissed when I wrote it, but so a girl I was dating at the time, we had broke up, and the very next day she's posting pictures of her and her new man.
Oh,
so I guess we were already broken up. I just didn't know about it yet. You know.
Wow.
Doesn't happen a lot to a lot of people?
I guess. I guess so. You know, she's trying to flaunt it in front of me, and I'm like, girl, it doesn't bother me anymore. And then right there, just that line stuck with me, and it all come together within 15 minutes. And that was my story of it. So it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, you've probably been there before. So, you know, it's just a life story pretty much. So
that's good, man. You know, it's
Yeah.
great about being a musician, though. It's like, phew, all right, honey, sure. Okay, go do your thing. Yeah,
Oh.
no girls are interested in me.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
That's right. So this song's called Doesn't Bother Me Anymore. Hope y'all enjoy it.
Thank you.
It's funny how you love to play your game. Trying to send a pointless message ain't bad, a shame. Posting pictures of you and your new boy just so I can see. Hashtag yellow email hanging out with babe. That's turned into your tagline, the same old saying. I'm still living my life, girl, and I'm living free. Showing off for me has become your daily chore. And honey, you just have to learn that it doesn't bother me anymore. I think a lot about God's blessings and what I've got, but you're still playing that game of yours. Why don't you go ahead and close that door? Sure, I had a good time while it lasts, but I'm not one to live in the past. You're playing this silly thing a little too hardcore. And honey, you just have to learn that it doesn't bother me anymore. It didn't last long, so you come crying to me. Wanted me to take it back, saying, baby, I'm sorry. Let's pick things back where we left off, she told me. Well, I'm sorry too, but I can't be much help. I'm not just a toy you could sit on the shelf. You can't expect the new to grow back on its own. 'Cause I'm still the same man that I was before. And honey, you just have to learn that it doesn't bother me anymore. I think a lot about God's blessings and what I've got, but you're still playing that game. Why don't you go ahead and close that door? Sure, I had a good time while it lasts, but I'm not one to live in the past. You're playing this silly thing a little too hard. And honey, you just have to learn that it doesn't bother me anymore. Anymore, I think a lot about God's blessings and what I've got, but you're still playing that game of yours. Why don't you go ahead and close that door? Sure, I had a good time while it lasts, but I'm not one to live in the past. You're playing this silly thing a little too hard. And honey, you just have to learn that it doesn't bother me anymore. Yeah, honey, you just have to learn that it just
Oh yes, check it out.
Thank y'all.
Sticktight Akins.
Appreciate
Dude.
it. Kicking my butt, forgive me, but we're working through it.
What'd you say?
I said my allergies are kicking my butt, but we're working through it. So
Well, you sure faked me out, man. But what's impressive for me is that, like, typically you would hear somebody with a low tone like that, kind of sticking with that tone throughout their verses.
Sure.
And dude, you're like freaking every other word down, 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 down. I mean, that's what's incredible, man. I was like, listen to this guy. It's like he's just going back and forth, even through these verses, through these big low, down, down, down. And I'm not going, listen to this dude. This is incredible. You know what I'm saying? That's you mix it up in that, man.
Thank you.
Which is really great. You typically don't hear that. It's usually one or the other. Get to that chorus. Here's my verse down, down, low, down, down. But you're long down, 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 down. I'm going, my God, listen to this freaking dude, man. That's incredible, dude.
Yep. I am a work in progress, sir. That's what I always say. I'm blessed with the good Lord's given me, but I'm just a work in progress, And an old wise man, well, actually, my father told me, said, son, if you want to be noticed, be different. So I guess that kind of blends in.
I love it, man. You stick out, dude. You don't, you have the influences of these guys, but you created something, whether you did it consciously or unconsciously. And a lot of times it is unconsciously, but I mean, that's what threw me off for a second. The story's great, obviously, the singing, but that choice of melody, which isn't typical. I loved it, man. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, amazing voice.
Yeah, man.
Amazing. I love the sound. I love your music. It's definitely, I definitely see you going places. And, John Michael Montgomery, picked you out when you were 2 years old. And you know what, as they say, a star is born, right?
I guess so. Hey, you all said it. So.
Thank you.
Man. Thank you.
Obvious, man.
Yes.
Obvious.
Well, Stick Tight, we thank you so much for taking some time and joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me, y'all. It's been an absolute honor. I'm humbled and appreciate it.
And where can everybody find your music?
You can all streaming platforms. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, Amazon, Pandora, and all my social medias. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. Just look up Sticktight Akins.
Lord.
You
That's
can
so
go,
much, man.
It is. It's quite a bit now.
Yeah.
To make it easier, if you go to my Facebook page, Sticktight, I have a Linktree account. You click Linktree link. You click on that and it'll take you to everything from my music to my social medias. And this, thank you, Mr. Roger, for displaying this. You can find this on my Facebook as well. And I would greatly appreciate your all's vote for the ISSA award. That'd be awesome.
Well, head over there, buddy.
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
jump on it for you, man.
That means the world.
Yes, sir. Sound
And
killer,
again,
buddy.
Don Swartz for the hookup with Roger and the Wild Child. It's been awesome. Thank you, Don.
Yeah,
All right,
Don's
thank
a
you,
great
Stick
guy.
Tight.
Thanks, buddy. All the best to you.
Appreciate you.
Very gracious. Thank you. Good God, man. These freaking
Always
dudes.
some great talent. Thank you, Don, for bringing these great talents to us. I actually found Ned myself doing my own research. Like I said, I saw him on Facebook saying you're going to be playing in Boise, and I'm like, I'm going to reach out, and I got a hold of his management, and I was able to get that booked. So
That's great, man.
but yeah, I mean, Don does a great job booking a lot of our artists, and Stick Tight, I mean, obviously is definitely
Stick Night. Let's get this
Stick
correct.
Night. Yes. He's going to officially change his new name because of the show. He's going to change it to Stick Night.
Stick Light.
Stick Light.
Remember those things you break them in half and then they glow? You're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Glow sticks.
Glow sticks.
Yeah, I loved them, man.
Definitely.
Anyway,
So-
wow, what a surprise again. I mean, it's like, man, you come into these things, you can look around, you can research, you can not even research. And you just go down rabbit holes that even if you have something planned, once you get going with these guys, man, it's just, that's what's so great about this is that it just morphs into something incredible because that's what good things do that are artistic. They just kind of take on a life of their own. And every time, someone comes on here, man, it's like, there's the magic. It's just like suit up, show up, man, and watch what happens. It's incredible.
Right.
Because,
because in about like 3 or 4 years down the road, we're going to be back like, oh my gosh, this guy was on my show. I had Sticktight on my show.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
And I won't be able to get a hold of him anymore because he'll be so popular that I'll be like, I'll get blocked by every management. They'll be like, nope.
He's doing a 20,000 night. He gets 20 grand to do a podcast now, buddy. So
right, yeah. Sorry, you can't have him on your show anymore. But he's my friend. He's my friend on Facebook. Yeah.
All right, we've been friends
Roger,
on
move
Facebook.
over.
All right, I know him. No, it's great, man. You know what? Even we want that for them. We want them to get so big that we would just fall off into the back. And I mean, honestly, that's what you want for somebody. I mean, because you get to that point, man, and you get to that kind of level of fame, and it's impossible, man, to just just be there for everybody because you're working on your career harder than you ever have. Once you make it is when you really have to put your nose to the grind, and you've really got a lot of work to do. And people don't really understand that. I've seen it happen in my own family where it's like, somebody becomes famous, and next thing you know, it's like everybody's like, oh my God, trying to get a piece of you. But it's not that you don't want to give them that, but now when you have to take yourself and your career the most serious you've ever taken it in your life, and you've got to really be focused. And it takes some time to really cultivate that work ethic and that seriousness, and that's when guys get. And so, people can misinterpret that, especially fans and people like that. They're like, oh, I used to be. So I was like, no, he still is. He's just focused on trying to be a professional now. And but anyway, so we hope that for these guys that they get so big that we can't get next to them. That would be a great thing for them.
No, absolutely would be,
and
so
I have no problem with that. Be like, I knew him when. We're like, yeah, sure. That's what everybody says. But that's what we want for these guys. Who cares? Who cares about us? We're just faking it anyway.
We'll talk to we'll just keep talking to the future stars borns.
Well, that's what we do. And we're just pretending we're fake, podcast anyway. We're fake people. They're fake.
We're fake news.
We're fake news. They're fake musicians.
Yeah.
And
I'm a fake host, and you're
I'm a fake host too. This is a fake podcast.
Yeah.
And one day it'll get exposed.
Yes.
That's the reality of it. Someone's going to put their finger on it and go, these guys have been faking this out, man. These guys are the shizzle. Anyway.
All right. So I do want to thank our guests, Sticktight and Ned LeDoux. Thanks for joining us. Baby Daisy of Moonshine Shenanigans joining us. Elise Harper with the Nashville Music News. And happy birthday to Frankie McDonald. Yes.
38. He's 38 years old. Yeah.
All right. Darren, we are out of here. We'll be back next week with another exciting. Yeah, we gone. All right. Thank you guys. We love you. For Darren Chef, I am Roger the Wild Child.
Have yourself for Roger the Wild Child, I'm Darren Chef. How's that?
Perfect. Take us out, Darren.
Trying to do Robert De Niro, maybe.
All right.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is Roger the Wild Child Show. Frankie McDonald, Darren Chef. Hey, we'll see you next week. How's that? Is that good?
We out of here.
Okay, bye.